Well, I really can't get used to the new ways.
Oh, it's all right, Mama. Quite right. People will think we never go anywhere or see anybody if you are so old-fashioned.
I dare say I'm very old-fashioned, but I do hope you won't begin using that expression, clever. I have got accustomed to hear you talking about men as rotors. So I think it's horrible and unladylike. But this last is really too much. Don't you think so, Colonel Pickering?
Oh, don't ask me. I've been in India for several years, and manners have changed so much that I sometimes don't know whether I'm at respectable dinner table or in a ship's forecastle.
Oh, it's all a matter of habit. There is no right or wrong in it. I find the new small talk delightful and quite innocent.
Well, after that, I think it's time for us to go.
Oh yes, we have 3 at home to still go. Goodbye, Mrs. Higgins. Goodbye, Colonel Pickering. Goodbye, Professor Higgins.
Goodbye. Be sure to try on that new smoke. It has red pop.
I will. Goodbye.
Nonsense.
Such bloody nonsense.
Clara! Hop, hop!
Well, I ask you goodbye.
Goodbye. Would you like to meet this little again?
Yes, I should.
Well, you know my days.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Higgins.
Goodbye.
It's no use. I shall never be able to bring myself to use the exotic.
Don't. It's not compulsory, you know. You'll get on quite well without it.
Only Clara is so down on me if I am not positively reading the letters well. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You mustn't mind Clara. We are so poor, and she doesn't quite know. But the boy is nice. Don't you think so?
Quite right. I shall always be nice to you.
Thank you, dear. Goodbye.
Goodbye. You silly boy, of course she's not presentable. She is a triumph of your art and of your makers. You must be perfectly cracked about her.
But don't you think something might be done?
No, as long as she's a harmless hands.
Do you mean that Melanie is wrong?
No, yes, it would be quite proper say on a kennel badge, but it would not be proper for her at a garden party.
Come, Higgins, you must learn to know yourself. I haven't had such language as yours since we used to review the volunteers in a Hyde Park 20 years ago.
Well, if you say so, I don't always talk like a bishop.
Colonel Pickering, will you tell me, what is the exact state of things in Wimpole Street?
Well, I have come to live there with Henry. We live together at my Indian dialects, and we think it more convenient.
Why so? I know all about that. It is an excellent arrangement, but where does this girl live?
With us, where should she live?
But on what terms? Is she seen a servant? If not, what is she?
I think I know what you mean, Mrs. Higgins.
Well, dash me if I do. I think the girl is useful. She knows where my things are, my boyfriend, and so forth.
I assure you, Mrs. Higgins, we take Eliza very seriously. Every week, every day, almost there is some new change. We keep records of every stage, dozens of gramophone discs and phonographs.
Yes, by George, it's the most absurd experiment I've ever taken. She really fills our lives up, doesn't she, Vic?
We are always talking Eliza,
Dating Eliza,
dressing Eliza.
What?
inventing new Elizas.
Okay, thank you very much, our actors. And now we are going to listen to some information about Mark Twain, a famous English writer.
The Hello everyone, I want to tell about the father of American literature, Mark Twain. His real name was Samuel Anthony Clemens. He was born in 1835. He was the sixth children of 7 children in his family. He was born 2 weeks after the close approach of Halley's comet to Earth. In 1839, the Clemens family moved to the town of Hannibal. It was a growing port city that lie along the banks of the Mississippi. It was a frequent stop for the steamboats coming from St. Louis and New Orleans. In 1851, he began working as a typesetter, and when he was 18, he left Hannibal and worked as a printer in New York, Cincinnati, Philadelphia. It was the time when young Samuel was founded that he joyed of writing. He educated himself in public libraries in the evening. Twain studied 2,000 miles of Mississippi before he received a steamboat pilot license in 1859, so he worked as a pilot on the river. In 1861, he worked as a miner in the silver mining town of Virginia City. So we can see that Mark Twain was a versatile, talented person. In 1870, he married Rita Langdon. They had 4 children, but the most interesting fact of Twain's life, I think, is that he was fascinated with science and scientific inquiries. He had a close friendship with Nikola Tesla, famous Hungarian scientist. They both spent a lot of time in Tesla's laboratory. Besides, Mark Twain patented 3 inventions and made $50,000 on them. Twain made a substantial amount of money through his writing, but he lost a great part of it through investments, particularly in a typesetting machine. It was prone to breakdown, so he lost a great amount of money. He became a bankrupt, and in 1801, after an around-world lecture tour, he was a great lecturer and speaker, having earned enough money to pay off his debt. He returned to America. Thanks for attention.